Bruce, you'll have a four-pronged attack in the Shannon Stakes. We'll start with Descarada. We worked between races on Saturday. How's his condition heading in?
Yeah, very good, Catherine. He's obviously come back and trialled very well this time in. Actually, the only 2 trials he's ever won was in this preparation, so we're very excited by the way he's come back. He had a bit of a setback after those trials, and we've used exhibition gallops, a couple of them at Rosehill, to bring him along. He had a good solid hit out here today in the Kensington, worked really well for Jason Lee, and yeah, we kick him off in the Shannon, hopefully en route to the Cox Plate.
What are you expecting from him first up?
Well, listen, he's going to carry some weight in the event, and obviously 1500 metres is well short of his best. So we'd just like to see him come through the run well and be hitting the line strongly.
He was quite a fine horse last preparation. Has his condition changed much?
No, listen, he's a real sort of lean, real New Zealand stay. You know, he's lean. He stands over that ground, and he's just got that lovely efficient action. So that's him, and that's why he stays so well.
With the Cox Plate being the main aim, what race will you head to after Saturday?
All going to plan. I think Gay's looking at the Caulfield Stakes over 2,000 metres in 2 weeks' time after the Shannon, and then 2 weeks into the Cox Plate. So still very doable, but we just don't need any more setbacks now.
What was the setback that he had?
Listen, Noel, he's just had a bit of a strain behind, and it seems all 100% now. So onwards and upwards.
In the race, you'll also have Fast Clip. He was very good first up in the Sebring. Obviously, he'll take a lot of improvement from that run.
He certainly will. You know, he sat three deep in that race and really hit the line strongly. The winner led and kicked away from us. So, you know, he hit the line really well. He's improved for the run. He'll appreciate the step up in distance, and you know, he's a horse really going places, and he's just developed into a lovely animal, and hopefully a Group 1 horse.
He's shown versatility from about 1,100 metres up to the 1.25 miles. Where do you think we see the best of him?
I think Gay thinks the mile. I think the miles, obviously he won the Tulloch Stakes over 2,000 metres, but I think the miles where we'll see him at his best, and obviously a lightweight in the Epsom or something like that, he'll be very competitive, you'd think.
Graham's secret admirer in the Shannon Stakes. She's had 2 runs back. She's been very good in each of them. How's she looking heading into this?
Yeah, no, she's coming off a 3-week break since the tramway, but we're very happy the way she's progressed, and looking forward to Saturday.
How did she work this morning?
Yeah, no, she did her usual customary sort of work, just sort of sprinted up the running, and we were very happy the way she went.
And just over the shorter trip?
Yeah, no, we keep her work very short and sharp, and keep her very well. But her main gallop leading into the Epsom will be next Saturday, the Shannon. That'll top her off very nicely.
She's had 2 runs this preparation. Is her fitness right where you want it for the Shannon Stakes, or is there still a bit of improvement in her?
Well, we've left a little bit of improvement in her, obviously with the 3-week break between runs, and she's quite a good doer, but you know, she's as I said, this will top her right off for the following week, and you know, but we expect her to run very well Saturday.
And goes into the Epsom off a week. She's raced very well before, winning the Flight States off 1 week let up, so are you confident she can do the same again?
Yeah, when we tailored a program, we had that in mind, and also in races that she couldn't get a penalty in going into the Epsom, and Saturday's a penalty-free race, and the formula worked well for us last year when she won the flight, so yeah, so we're pretty happy.
So physically, mentally, she's right where you want her at this point in her preparation?
Most definitely.
Brenton, your partner's secret admirer in the Shannon Stakes. She's had 2 runs back. She's been very good in each of them. How's she looking heading into this?
Yeah, no, she's looking well. You know, really looking forward to getting back on her. So obviously, I missed her when she ran last start due to suspension, but you know, her first 2 runs this time in have been super, and she's a Group 1 winner. So really looking forward to riding her Saturday.
Do you think there's much improvement in her, or is her fitness pretty much spot on for this?
I think this will top her off nice for next week. You know, she runs this Saturday and she backs up in the Epsom, which she did when she won her Group 1. You know, she ran in the regional art, and then she backed up in the Flight Stakes. So yeah, we've followed a similar little prep this year, and yeah, I'm sure whatever she does on Saturday, it'll just top her right off for the following week.
The form out of the tramway is looking very good with Sincero and Thank God You're Here both winning. Does that give you a fair bit of confidence heading in?
Yeah, it does. You know, probably a bit stiff not to beat that horse. You know, last time they went around, and you can see what he did in the George Main. You know, he knocked me off there again. So Graham's had a little bit of unluckiness, you know, with these couple of runners against him. But hopefully Saturday we can get up and all going forward for a rematch there in the Epsom.
I saw you giving her a pat and a handful of grass this morning. Is she one of your favourites around the stable?
Definitely, she'd definitely be my number 1. You know, not many riders get a chance to kind of find a horse like her as an apprentice, which I did. You know, she gave me a Group 1 winner as an apprentice, and she's probably been the biggest part of my career. So I owe her everything. So hopefully she can keep going. So
it was a pretty easy decision for you then to elect to ride her in the Epsom over I Love This City.
I don't like picking, I don't like choosing, because I always choose the wrong one. But I think I was booked for her always. So
Clocker, you've seen a number of Shannon Stakes aspirants work this morning. What did you think of Secret Admirer?
Very good, very good. She's just about at the top now. She's been a touch soft in her 2 runs. Been very, very good. I think she's a Group 1 class horse. She's just, got to get fit in the right races, which she probably is on Saturday. I assume she's heading for the Epsom, which is where she will be really at the top, but she ran down here, very impressively this morning. Yeah.
What distance did she work over this morning?
She's a funny mare. Graham keeps her doing only very short and sharp work, so she basically just sort of lets rip down the straight, which is something he does particularly with fillies and mares from time to time. Seems to suit this horse. Yeah, she looks really good.
Gay's got a number contesting the race: Descarada, Fast Clip, King Lionheart, and Older Than Time. Did you get a chance to see any of those ones?
I've been quite taken with Fast Clip, actually. Last prep he just kept getting better and better. I liked the way he was so tough and how he thrived on the work and the racing. When they really served it up to him to get him out to 2,000, he lapped that up. He went into that first up run just looking like he was coming good, and he ran well, but he's come out of that run enormously. He's several lengths better going into Saturday, and he's a horse that's going to get into some big handicaps with lightweights in the next few runs. I think he might have a big one in him, Fast Clip, the way he's going. Yeah.
And how's Descarado looking condition-wise?
He's coming along all right, Descarado. He's got he was flying early this prep. He's had a small setback, and I think it's more to do. I think they had to treat him with some penicillin, which is why he's a bit behind the 8 ball, just race-wise, but work-wise, he hasn't missed much at all. He's done a lot heading into this, and to the point where he's got quite dour in his work. He seems to have lost that sprinting edge, so he may just be a touch flat first up. It might just be a bit sharp for him, but he's coming up pretty well. He looks good, bigger and stronger than he's ever looked. Yeah.